I used to, when I was still figuring out the ropes of social media and what I was trying to do, I used to work hard. I actually, when I talk to like 18 to 22-year-olds, and I'm telling them like, yo, this game is a marathon, not a sprint. You got to be smart about it.
Yeah.
I don't allow them the privilege of taking a break or worrying about toxic hustle, because I believe 18 to 22 is your time to grind. Like really grind, put your head down, work as hard as you can. You're young, you're healthy, you have so much energy. And then when you start to get a little older and you figure it out, because of the hours that you've put in, you figured out your business and you figured out your pursuit finally, then you can start to work a bit smarter and pull off the reins a little bit. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So we're in that phase now where we're working pretty smart, where we don't have to be toxic hustling. We can sleep when we want to. We can take our vitamins.
8 hours.
Well, yeah. Of course. Well, if you're healthy, you know this. The work that you put out is going to be exponentially better than if you're struggling. And I'm sure you like when you were in college and you were having to do these crazy tests, study, homework, and I'm pretty sure your GPA was.
It was what was it, like 3.8?
Strong, yeah. I remember it being way strong. And so I was like, this girl is doing this combined with all the content.
Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't easy.
Oh yeah, it was not easy. My schedule in college was insane. I never really got the normal college experience that normal people have. I would have a 6 a.m. practice, but I would have to be at the gym. Oh my God,
because volleyball too.
Yeah.
That is insane.
I would have to be at the gym to get taped at like 5:15.
Bad ankles?
Yeah. I would have to get taped, and then I had labs right at 8 a.m. So then I'd run to my lab in my ice packs on my shoulders, knees, sprint to my lab, and then another practice back at 6 p.m. And I had labs all up until then. Then after the practice, I would have to go back to the lab to culture my embryonic stem cells. So I wasn't getting back to my dorm until about 11:45.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Do you feel like
gnarly?
Do you feel like the intensity of that schedule made you work harder to keep everything in line?
Absolutely. It's like now I don't really know any other way to live life.
Swear.
And I feel like, you know that, I know that you were a student athlete too. And I feel like a lot of student athletes just have insane work ethics.
Because you were bred to do that your whole life. And I'd be willing to bet, I'll take a gamble and say, before you went to college, you were probably still working pretty hard in high school. Same thing.
Yeah.
Sports and academics. And, you know, I was doing the same thing. And I realized that type of mentality just becomes you. It becomes who you are. It's all you know. Yeah. I was doing something around the house the other day that had no like real payoff, and I was working really hard. And I always ask myself now, like input output. How much energy am I putting into this project, and what's the output going to look like? That's where working smarter comes in handy. Like before you do the thing, go how much energy will this require from me, and is it worth it? You're just assessing the project, and I found myself doing something where it's high input and low output. And I was like, why the fuck am I doing this? And I had a realization where I'm like, oh, this is just me. This is all I know. All I know is how to work hard because I've been doing this my whole entire life.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who are in your shoes don't work hard, and they're not seeing the success that you're seeing and you've had on all these platforms. I told this to Lele too. So one of the things that we're most impressed with is your guys' work ethic, because you're creating how often? Once a day at least.
Oh yeah, every day. It has to be every day. And I know you guys know that too.
Are you like on a content schedule?
No, I'm on like a itch my neck, like have to pump out content kind of schedule.
Why do you have to though? This is what I'm saying. Like, are you stressing about it?
It's not a stress thing. It's like maybe it's more so a creative outlet.
I call it a compulsion. Like for me, it's just like all I want to do is like create endlessly. Like what's next? What can I do next? How can I make something better than the last thing? Just compulsively wanting to pour stuff out.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.